Well, here's another Cooter special, Yankee by birth, rebel by choice. I guess that could be me. But then again, since I went to Parris Island in South Carolina, they always say you're born again in the Marine Corps, so born again South Carolinian, so how's that? And look at the flag. Wow, that's amazing, huh? We got the Hurricane Michael way out in the Panhandle. I'm nowhere near it, but we still got some winds kicking up. I just want to point out, you know, you probably want to look at some of the things that are out there by, I usually buy stuff sometimes from Bud K or C.H. Goodell's out of Georgia. I look for these deals, they call them BOGO deals, right? And I'm not selling for them, but I'm just saying, I'm just passing on a hot tip, you know. This is from, there might be some wind noise, this is from Bushmaster, Omnivore Multi-Tool, stronger, sharper, pretty good. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of wind out here. Acorns coming down. A lot of different tools in here. The saw, the fish scaler, the Phillips screwdriver, can opener, bottle opener, the whole 9 yards, man. Plus, it's got pretty good. It's all stainless. Now, I don't think it's of the. When you're getting 2 for 1, you're getting a pretty good deal. You know, it's a good deal as it is, but when you're getting 2 for 1, they got some pretty good stuff. What I usually do is I look at the review ratings. If it's like 4 or 5 stars, and you know most people, it's got a bunch of ratings on there, and everybody's pretty satisfied with it, or most people are very satisfied with it, and they're doing 2 for 1, you know, I'll take a look at it. I'll say, hey, what the heck? These are things that are good to keep in your car, because it could, you know, sometimes you need a knife, sometimes you need pliers, sometimes you need a screwdriver. It might not be the exact tool you need, but very good, even for, especially for like a motorcycle, you know. You keep this in your tool bag on your motorcycle, very good. Another thing is, it comes with the pouch with the little belt holder on it. It's secure with a big snap. This is, you know, it's that Cordura, whatever you call that, so it's not going to get all messed up from water. Like leather could rot. You know, leather's nice, but leather can get screwed up after a while if you're in a high humidity area like in southeast United States. The other thing is, in most states, not all states, yeah, you don't want to. Like New Jersey, you forget about knives, you know what I mean? Carrying a knife anywhere, unless you have a specific purpose for it. But even in a state like that, if you're carrying a knife like this that has, it's a multi-tool, you know, what gets me is like they've advertised knives as being so bad and evil. Their tool, I actually have one on my boot right now. Here's a knife, right? Here's the knife, right? So you got a knife, you got a little saw, you got a Phillips screwdriver, the whole 9 yards, right? The bottle opener. I don't know. I want to pull it all out. I'm holding the camera, but it does, you know, it's a multi-tool. But 2 for 1, pretty good quality, well worth it. And but the thing is, you know, it's not frowned upon. Like in Florida, for instance, if you have, if you're carrying a knife and it's open, pretty much carry anything. If it's like under your shirt or tucked under your pants or in your pocket, then it's considered concealed. And if you have a concealed weapons permit, you're okay, which I have a concealed weapons permit, so that's one thing I like about it, because if I just put the knife in my pocket, now if you put this type of knife in your pocket in Florida, if it's an ordinary pocket knife or a multi-tool, hey, no problem. In Georgia, I think it's got to be below 5 inches, and if it's over 5 inches, if it's concealed, and then you have to have a concealed weapons permit if it's over 5 inches. So, but you know, I use a knife all the time, as you know, because I'm always working on this thing, or I'm working on a motorcycle, or working on an El Camino, or doing something else out here, and you know, it's a tool. I mean, it's not the Hollywood version of, you know, when people go to a restaurant and there's 50 tables out there, people eating in a restaurant, they're having steak dinner, and they'll have steak knives. They don't get up and have a steak knife fight. You know, do you ever hear of that happening in a restaurant? I mean, it's like, you know, it doesn't happen, does it? You know what I mean? So I mean, you know, how the lawmakers sometimes get these knife laws. I'm going off on a tangent here, but sometimes these lawmakers that make these knife laws, I mean, they must be watching Hollywood movies or something. I mean, I don't know what the heck. Just they don't do anything. They're up there writing laws like the pen and blah blah blah. So my ancestor was a proud Confederate soldier. I got this from Cooter's. Got a couple more of these. I like putting these on my t-shirts. I usually wear black cutoff t-shirts from Ansel or Anvil or whatever it is, heavy duty ones. Also got a couple of these Bennington flags from Amazon, but you know, that's for the people up north because they can't fly that one. I don't know if maybe they could, but you know, maybe they could. This flag has gotten so much bad rap up north. It's like everybody's conditioned. Even down here in the south, it's a little like that. But you know, we're going to undo that part because you know, the reality is the big money's against that. It's a flag for the people. That's really what it is. It's really for not the people as a commune, but individuals, because you limit the big crooks in government, especially by the power of purse. Look at that Confederate Constitution. It'll really tell you what the deal is. That's why these big money yo-yos don't like that. That's why they're brainwashing everybody against this stuff. But you know, that's a separate subject. But I do want to point out that you can find some pretty damn good deals on C.H. Goodell's and Bud K out of Georgia. They're online. I'm not selling for them or anything like that. I mean, I usually buy from Bud K, C.H. Goodell, Cooter's Place, which I got these patches and these things here. That would be me, Yankee by birth, rebel by choice. Because how come you talk like you're from up north? Well, I am from up north originally. Actually, I've been out of New Jersey since 1982, early 82. So I don't know, the accent sticks with me, you know. But I don't really have it anywhere near that. It's up there because when I went up there the last time many years ago, they thought I talked Southern, believe it or not. It was like, you're gotta be kidding me. I don't talk Southern. But compared to the way they talk, they really talk like that, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I'm not gonna change and fake anything. That's the way it is, you know. So whatever the way I talk, it's the way I talk. I'm not gonna fake it. The thing is, you know, you can get some pretty good deals on Bud K and C.H. Goodell's. You know, it's individual. It's like a small proprietor. Not everything on there is the best quality, but look at the reviews. That usually tells you what the deal is. You know, they support, you know, Southern things too. You know, I like going on Cooter's Place. Cooter's Ben Jones, you know, from the Dukes of Hazzard. He played the mechanic. And actually, I have a lot of his stuff out here. You can see, you know, that Hagaco gasoline in Hazzard County. I got that from Cooter's Place. I love that thing. I got that from Cooter's Place too. And but you know, also I'll go on the scv.org store, and I know there's members only stuff out there, but there's a lot of stuff out there which is Sons of Confederate Veterans. You can get a lot of stuff out from them. They got some pretty good prices, especially on the flags, man. You wouldn't believe them. Rebel Nation has good deals on flags and stuff too. But you know, the thing is, there's got to be a major public awareness of really, you know, what it stood for. You know, it's not just states' rights. It's really about limiting the power of the purse and the appropriations of money out of the federal government, where it can, you know, benefit big crooks and oligarchs. That's really why they're really against it today. So, and you know, I don't know. It's like they're playing games with everybody. I'll tell you one guy that you don't hear about anymore too much is Malcolm X. You know, and you know, not that I agree with everything he said, but I can tell you one thing, boy, he was dead on right about the socialist white liberals. Boy, he really pinned those guys right. He hammered them really good. So if you don't like that flag, and you're of the same you know, heritage as Malcolm X, you might think of it as a Malcolm X, red, white, and blue Malcolm X flag with 13 stars. If you want to think of it that way, go ahead. So, you know. Because I can tell you one thing, they are playing the game, pitting groups one against another, and you know who's benefiting. People like Mr. S out there, you know what I mean, who runs the what do you call that? Shady Lawyers and what was that? PC, politically correct. I don't know. Is that the SPLC? No, wait a minute. No, I guess that would be SLPC, but whatever. I was just trying to think of something right off the top of my head what the SPLC would stand for. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? So, anyway, over and out. Some good deals. Like I said, the BOGO. If you look at that site, C.H. Goodell's and Bud K, if you look at the BOGO, it says B-O-G-O, and it says BOGO deals, 2 for 1. And if they, you know, you might look at, you know, it's not going to always have what you want up there, but, you know, if you got good ratings on it, something you want, hey, 2 for 1, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it. And you know, I always liked supporting Ben Jones, because he's a real genuine guy. You know, Cooter's place, he's a real genuine guy. He's not somebody who's like a phony. I mean, I never met him, but obviously you could tell what he's about. And long life to him. I hope he lives as long as Noah. I think Noah lived to be 920. It could be done. We'll see about that. I'm trying to get a health video out after this here pretty soon, so you know, on vitamin E. There's a lot out there I just haven't put out recently. I'm going to be concentrating a little more on his health videos again. You notice I kind of go on from different subjects. It's like my channel is like a hodgepodge of everything there is. So if you want to find something, it's probably on my channel. You got to go on the home page of the channel, look in that little thing where it has like looks like a magnifying glass across the top there, like says status or whatever the hell it is, or then you click that on, then it comes up with a search button. You can click a word, and more than likely I got a video on it. Look at that thing. See, that pulls pretty good with all those ropes on there and stuff. You know, you don't even notice when I paint them black, because it's like it blends in, gives it a little extra strength. We got some pretty good winds. It's holding up pretty good. So, and we should be having a 40-footer coming here pretty soon. I got a 4x6 Bonnie Blue. That's a 5x8 battle flag. I got a 4x6 Bonnie Blue going up on that thing. The pole bends, it bends. I don't know, but I don't think it will. And then the 40-footer is going to go about 8 feet this way, so that'll be 13 feet higher than this one, and it's going to have a 8x12 flag, which is 2.4 times the area of that thing. So it's going to be pretty noticeable. Plus it'll have the Bonnie Blue right below it. So anyway, go over and out.